Miss Trinidad and Tobago Nova Cosmo Worldwide 2024. Mellinda Fergusson from Trinidad and Tobago in the traditional attire.
Hello everyone and Happy New Year 2025. Today is a wonderful day and I'm excited about having this wonderful queen on my show today. She is the Miss Nova Cosmos Worldwide Beauty Pageant. She just won the title in November 2024 and she's here on my show for the first time. I'm so excited to have her as a guest. Welcome, welcome, queen, and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Larissa, for having me here today.
You're very welcome. And it seemed as if it was yesterday when I met you and you are still shining like that day. Congratulations with your title. How is it to be a queen, a reigning queen, an international queen?
Wow, it is so surreal. I cannot believe that it actually happened just a few months ago. That night was so magical and exciting. The nerves were raging, and I'm just so excited for the year ahead to reign as Miss Nova Cosmo Worldwide.
Amazing. Please, would you like to present yourself to the people watching? You're welcome.
Sure. Hello, everyone. My name is Mellinda Fergusson, and I am here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And I am your reigning Miss Nova Cosmo Worldwide. As Larissa mentioned, the pageant happened the end of November of 2024. And I'm excited for current reign, and we will talk a little bit about what I have planned coming for the year and what I have done so far. So thank you everyone for tuning in, and I look forward to this conversation today.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. Tell us why you joined the pageantry. Why did you choose to join the pageant to start with?
Sure. So Nova Cosmo was my third pageant that I had entered in 2024. My pageant journey actually started in December of 2023 when I actually entered my very first pageant. And that pageant occurred in actually May of last year. So my pageant literally just started in May of 2024. And I joined the Miss Can pageant at that time, and after which I didn't win a title there, really, and I had then won the People's Choice Award, though, for that pageant that I entered, Miss Canada, and then I moved on to the Miss Galaxy pageant, all occurred here in Canada. And I didn't win a title there, but I did win 2 awards. I got this Publicity Award and the Miss Social Media Award. So I believe that my pageant journey, the reason how I even got in this was that I was looking for something to be more fulfilling in life. As I said in December 2023, I said, I want to go into 2024 with a purpose. So what am I going to do to challenge myself to be able to say, I'm going to end 2024 with a bang? And look at this, I actually ended up winning it. So I ended up accomplishing my goal. I can say it with a New Year's resolution in a way that I was looking to find something challenging, something new to do in 2024. And I believe the pageant industry actually helped me to build my confidence and to show women's empowerment because of the different events that I got involved with because of pageantry. Because of pageantry, I was volunteering more, posting on social media, and that's exactly how I won that award for the Galaxy pageant. That helped me to build self-confidence, as mentioned, and to put myself out there because, as you know, it's not easy putting yourself on stage, especially as a woman in your 30s. Like, how to start a pageant at 40, right? Who does it? So, because usually, you start a little one or your early 20s. So I can say that the whole reason for me joining pageant industry was because I was looking for something more fulfilling, more to present myself to the world as, to show that, beauty has no age. And I guess that's exactly what I got my little award with the Purple Award at the. Yes, and in my pageant journey, it was about building my self-confidence and presenting myself to the world that beauty does not have an age. As a woman in her 40s, just starting your pageant journey is really unheard of. And putting yourself on stage at this age is also unheard of. So doing this and posting more on social media, I had a lot of my friends and family say, my goodness, who knew that you can even join pageantry in your 40s? Who knew you had that confidence to even go on stage to be judged like that? This is so not me because I'm very much an introvert. I'm a very private person. So again, as I said before, in 2023, I wanted something different going forward. As a woman in her 40s, to come out and say beauty has no age and to empower and inspire people, that right there makes me feel so good and fulfilled inside. Thank you.
Wow, wow, this is powerful. And tell us your experience about the pageant week itself. Why did you choose Nova Cosmos Worldwide and not another pageant?
Thank you for the question. So it's so ironic that Nova Cosmo actually chose me. I was reached because I guess of my posting on social media, I attracted a lot of different pageant systems who said that I embody what they believe in, empowerment, inspiring women, and showing confidence. And I just decided, based on what I read about with the Nova Cosmo, I felt that I was more aligned with their mission and their statement about the entrepreneurship is what really caught my eye on being able to leverage how can I utilize this platform to then eventually leave the corporate world and move into a different industry in, you know, as an entrepreneur. So that's what draw me more towards the Nova Cosmo.
Okay, and tell us more about how the pageant suite works.
Okay, so yes, during pageant week, it was amazing. Even though I lived here in Toronto, going through an international pageant was different. As I said, I'd had different experiences with the internet with a national pageant. With the international one, it was like revisiting my city that I live in again. So we stayed in a hotel in Toronto, and day one was amazing getting to meet all the ladies, and we wore gold, and we got to go to a fancy restaurant and then get to know each other more, which countries were represented. And that whole week, I gained some new friends and some queens that I've met internationally at that, visiting countries that I didn't even have on my radar. So I'm looking forward to eventually going to these different cities or countries to visit my friends that I'm going to call friends now, the queens that I've met. But also during the pageant week, learned a lot more about myself, building my self-confidence as there was different points in the competition that I didn't have experience with before, such as where I had to get a cultural outfit. So representing my father's birthplace of Trinidad and Tobago was amazing. I had that costume sponsored by Epic Carnival, and I had the most fantastic time wearing a carnival costume like that for the very first time. So during that pageant week, it was amazing to be able to represent my father's country. I was Miss Trinidad and Tobago. That's what I entered in as for this pageant. And to do the fitness round, that was also round that I'd never participated in before. So that was fun and interesting. And going to these different restaurants that I've never visited before. And then seeing the oohs and ahs from visiting like the CN Tower on our first night and then the Toronto side. So it was amazing. Like I said, revisiting the city that I live in where I don't usually go to those different sites anymore because you're just so used to seeing them. So it was nice to be able to take a different perspective and look at all of those things. So we kind of brought a closeness together, even though we were freezing cold at night too, but it was still it was still an amazing experience. And then on the bus, been letting loose and meeting the individual different ladies dancing and having a good time. It was just a very good event. That week is so memorable. And I just posted the other day that first night as a memorable experience that I had so much fun. And it was everybody looked amazing. And it was so nice again to learn different countries where everybody was coming from. So that first night was so memorable. And then the whole pageant week with the different aspects. You look even on that night where we saw the different costumes and how detailed everybody's costume was. It's like, wow, the time and the effort that went in. It was I would not want to be a judge that night because everybody's costume looked amazing. And the
Exactly.
details, and I tell you the details in the costumes, I don't even know how they traveled from different countries with those different items. So again, being in an international pageant was so much different than the national one. And this is like a very memorable experience that I will keep forever.
Wow, wow, amazing, amazing. I was there throughout and part of the committee of Nova Cosmo at the same time as the director of Norway, Nova Cosmo Worldwide. I experienced the same and I know what it is to be part of the pageantry, the sisterhood, the friendship. And it's an amazing moment where we have to experience like every country at the same time. It's wonderful. And now you won. You won it. Did you know that you're gonna win, or how did you feel at that moment?
Honestly, if you look back at the actual video, I was amazed to be in the top two. And then I was like, okay, what threw me off was the question. Like when they ask everybody a question, which is unusual, right? So I'm like, oh boy, I was just preparing my mind to just have one ask me one question and I'll get that and be done. But then you answer that question and you're like, okay, I'm over, it's done. Then when I heard my name called for the top two, I was like, okay. So I walked to the middle of the stage. I'm like, okay. And then they call the other person. I was nervous because even she will tell you that I was shaking. She's like, you're shaking. And I'm like, I know, because I don't believe this is actually happening. This is so surreal. She's like, and then she held my hand, and we held each other's hand. And then they announced my name. They announced her as a runner-up. And I was like, that's why I said to her, like, did I just win? She's like, yes. She's like, I said, are you sure that they called my name? She's like, yes. I was like, really? She's like, yes. She had to say yes at least 2 or 3 times to me because I was like not believing
Mhm.
that it didn't, it was so surreal. I know the judges I mean, it was a tough competition. I guess that's why I was feeling like, it would be nice to win, of course, but there's such tough competition. So, the experience alone is what I'm taking with me. So
Wonderful,
yeah,
amazing.
that's what, yes.
We experienced the same. We could feel the tension, the enthusiasm, and it was really, really nice. And I'm so proud of you. You all did a wonderful job, and you deserve your crown. And tell us, what are your plans? What are you going to do with the crown?
Well, so there's a lot down the pipeline, but for now, I did what I'm plan on doing going forward is that I have the organization in which my advocacy that I'm involved with. We have several different events that we're going to be hosting throughout the year. And last weekend, I believe it was, or the weekend before, um, we taped or filmed our new, what you call our, what we're going to put out on social media, because we're doing some fundraising campaigns throughout the year. So we want to reach out to different organizations to get donations. So the advocacy that I'm a part of is called Help a Girl Out. It's a period poverty organization. And yes, I do live in a developed country, and we do still experience period poverty, especially how the increase with the cost of living has caused a lot of people to have to choose between their living expenses or their menstrual products. So, and menstrual products are way too expensive. So we are still like advocating for the government to make these something that's happening in your body. You shouldn't have to stress over being able to take care of something that happens naturally in your body. And so we're, advocating and assisting individuals who are struggling with buying hygiene products, and hopefully we can get the funding that we need to be able to give these out for free. So we do support some shelters, and we do support individuals by them being able to come onto the website to be able to scan a QR code to take down their information, and we will actually physically go and deliver the products to them personally within Toronto. And we do also have, in December, we actually had a drive where we we collected some products to send a shipment to Haiti for the holidays. So going forward, we're going to be doing more fundraising to get this going for the year. So that's my major project for the year. And otherwise, with Miss Nova Cosmo, we do have some things down the pipeline where I'm not sure, but we're going to be going overseas to be participating in some events. So stay tuned for that. I don't want to give them all away. So but there's a lot going on with with the Nova Cosmo system, where we're going to be participating in several different events. Recently I did participate when I participated, I was invited to a fashion show, international fashion show, where there was a lot of individuals that were also involved with the Nova Cosmo that were there. And that was a very interesting experience to see the different designers. So please visit my Instagram page, where you can see some of those, my experience that I had there just a few weeks ago as well. I believe it was just before the holidays I went there. And so yeah, there's a lot of different things happening, especially for coming up in Black History Month. So the next one, I believe my next actual appearance will be at the Harry Jerome Awards that will be happening in, I believe it's next weekend, where they actually have a ceremony and they give out awards to the inspirational Canadians here. And we celebrate it during the Martin Luther King weekend. So that's my next appearance. And then Black History Month, there's a whole slew of different appearances I will be making throughout Black History Month in February. So that's what we have close to going. So for right now.
I just want to say, yes, you look so stunning in those dresses of Manish Bhai. He's my friend, and I'm working with him now for the past soon 1 year. And I was the one who invited him to be part of Nova Cosmo, and I was very happy to see how confident you have been, especially on the picture. You look so beautiful. You look so confident. What amazed me during the pageant was that you were confident, and then you stand out, and not only the way you speak, the way you walk, and even the costume. Oh my goodness, that costume was amazing. I'm going to share it when editing the video, and everything about the pageant week. You impressed me. And I just want to congratulate you and say you deserve it. And I believe you are going to stand out with the crown, and you're going to impact many women the more, not only with your advocacy, but now that your crown is shining so bright in the international. So hopefully you can come to Norway But you know what? I know we're going to meet soon, and congratulations again. Thank you for coming on my show. This is the first video
Oh,
of 2025. It's not the last. I am also part of the committee of Nova Cosmo, and I support in the marketing and marketing advisor on my own TV show, Where You Are Now. And I'm coming to interview you again and to promote, to encourage, say something to the women outside there, say something to the girls to motivate them to join Nova Cosmos. Thank you.
thank you. I just want to say that to any young women that are, or even older women, especially the older, because that's who I'm reaching out to, but any woman out there, that age is just a number, beauty is within. So don't let anybody limit what you know as your own potential. Everything that you do it with your heart, and let that lead you to wherever you want to go. There's no limits anymore on joining pageantry. So I know that I joined it because I was looking for something more deeper and something to be more, to attach myself to make me feel more inspired. And I have hundreds of messages where women I don't even know are saying that they're watching me on social media, on my Instagram, and I'm inspiring them. So I want to let you know that you're holding yourself back. Don't do it. Put yourself out there. You just never know who's watching, who's going to be inspired by you. And I am a living proof that age is just a limit. You yourself can be an inspiration to others. You don't even know, like how Larissa said that, how she was watching me, and others have also mentioned that to me. I didn't even know that I was exuding that, to let them even come up to me and say that. I was just being myself. So that is just to go to show you that you can just be your authentic self, and people will be inspired by you. And we are missing you. So I have on my social media, and it will be posted, that we are actually right now looking for individuals, women, to join our next pageant this year. Actually, I was going to say next year because it feels like the pageant just happened the other day, but we are looking. It's going to be November this year. Country unknown, but definitely sign up and register. We would love to have you. And if you need a mentor or somebody to help you along the way, please reach out. I'd be more than happy to assist you.
Wonderful. Amazing. Thank you, dear. And congratulations again for coming
Thank
here.
you.
Congratulations for being who you are. Congratulations with what you have on your head, your crown. And so hopefully to see you soon. Love you. Sending love from
Love
Norway.
you too.
See you
Thank
soon.
you so much for having me. I
You're
look forward to
welcome.
the next one.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And being able to break down those barriers, step into any doors, knowing that you can. And I want to encourage other young women who are looking up to me, who need the encouragement to know that it doesn't matter the color of your skin, how old you are. It doesn't matter. You can and need to be included in any room you want to step into. Thank you.
Thank you, Mellinda.
Nova Cosmo Beauty with a Purpose.
Mellinda, you can take your final walk. Mellinda, Miss Trinidad Tobago.